Going to be reviewing Transformers Kingdom Tigatron. Now, I heard this figure's pretty good. That's all I heard though. And he's and what I thought personally when I first saw the images for this guy when he was first coming out, I did think he was like a Cheetor, just a Cheetor redo, like a Cheetor remold. But I do like how he is like significantly bigger than Cheetor. By a lot. Well, not by a lot, but like by a lot actually. Well, not significantly, but he's like a lot taller than Cheetor, and I like that. But they do share engineering, of course. Him and Cheetor, they do share some engineering between each other, which is fine with me, I guess. But I guess we can do some comparison talk here. Here is next to Cheetor. Here is next to Primal. Here is next to Waspinator. I have Waspinator on hand. Waspinator might be not my shortest, but one of my shortest. There's Waspinator. Here's next to Waspinator. And Megatron. Right, there he is next to those guys. Get them out of here. But we can look at his paint. Well, not his paint, but his face sculpt. I mean, I think that head sculpt is pretty accurate for the most part. The only thing a little inaccurate, of course, is the back of it. But I think his head sculpt's pretty good. He did have a pretty big head, and he had no neck in the show. So yeah. But yeah, pretty good. So pretty nice and shiny faceplate. I like that. And his tiger head on his chest. I like that too. And I like the yellowing on the fur. Cause I do like that here and there on the fur. How he's not like a pure white. I like that. But let's look at his weapons real quick. Give me those. One is a boring weapon, and one is the gut gun that I know there's an upgrade kit out in existence for Cheetor to give him a gut gun. It's reprintable. Here is his gut gun. Come on, focus camera. I'm trying to focus on Tigatron. But there's the gut gun. I think they did a pretty good job molding and sculpting it. And it's almost like they wanted you to be able to implement this into his body because this pops off. The barrel of it pops off. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Well, it is because it pops off easily. But it's like they want you to put it in somewhere, but I can't find a place to place it. But maybe it's just me. But yeah, there's this gut gun, which is having my camera's having a hard time focusing on this. But yeah, there it is. And here's his other more boring weapon, which is just his tail. Parts forming, and you can leave it on if you want, but it doesn't look as nice with the tail on. But parts forming, all that. Yeah. But back to Tigatron and his weapons. But in terms of like stuff he shares with Cheetor, his articulation is a little different to Cheetor in some places. But he does share some of his articulation with Cheetor. Well, yeah, some of it. Some of his articulation is a tiny bit different from Cheetor's articulation. His ankles do work a lot different. His ankles work a little differently from. Actually, his ankles work the exact same from Cheetor's. But instead of having like a little tiny heel, he has a big old heel. And he does have a double bend at the elbow, which Cheetor lacks. And they both have a wrist swivel, but his is not covered in kibble. Cheetor is covered in kibble. My camera's having a hard time focusing on this guy. Maybe because he's white and my background's kind of white. But yeah. But what I like about this guy is that his back things are like not connected to the back of his arms, which is something I like a lot better. Also, his side swivel is a little different from Cheetor. It's like up here instead of down here. He has a pretty good bend at the bend at the knee. Pretty expressive actually with his feet as well. So you get a lot of good articulation out of this guy. Kick back about that far because of his back kibble. This can actually untab if you want to get out of the way. You can kick about that far. Arms can move about that far. Mine's a little This side's a little more loose on mine than this side. Also, this piece does not move because it's square, but there's a pin. But weird movely. But he's pretty good articulation wise. You know, the basics basically for most of these new generation Transformers. But his transformation is pretty similar to Cheetor's. I've done it a couple times, so yeah, I've done Cheetor's too. But let's just do it real quick. But extend his chest out a little bit like that. Flip down the tiger head. Take his head. Bring it down. Plug it in. And this is gonna tab into there. Sorry. If you hear any background noise. This will fan out like this. Get out of your way. And you gotta bring these in. And make sure not to bend them like this, because you won't be able to do, because everything won't have clearance. Bend them more down like that. So, not up to here. It's very subtle, but you want it more down. You want it more touching this than up there, basically. And then bring it. So you don't want it like up here. You want it down here, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Like that, basically. Because if you don't do that, you won't have enough clearance for anything else. And then these can come back in, tab in, so these will come back in, and just slot right there in the arm for this little piece right there. Like that. And then these will come in together, tab, and tuck together. And these come down. Adjust his little tiger arms and feet things accordingly. There you go. Take his legs, and now we're gonna flip these in. Then bring these down. Bring these down like that. And so these will actually get filled in by this little piece right here, which is pretty cool engineering in my opinion. Bring these down. And bring these down. And what I like about Tigatron and Cheetor is that they have a lot of like similar transformation patterns to their original counterpart, which is so cool in my opinion. I just find that pretty cool. I don't think my camera get that low enough to actually look at this tiger mode. Come on, camera. I got a kind of a goofy stand, but yeah, everything situated here. Then this is basically what it looks like without any accessories. Of course, to complete the look, you gotta plug in the tail, which is very simple. Slots into there. Bam. There he is in tiger mode. Now, in terms of articulation, the tiger mode articulation consists of the mouth can open up, no head movement. Oh, that doesn't count because it shows the actual robot head. No head articulation. Arm can go all the way around. They go out about that far. They are on a ball joint. About that much bend there. Can bend back out that far. Double jointed actually at the ball joint at the paw, and it can move back and forth like that. And for the back legs, move up about that far, bend about that far, and bend forward about that far, bend down about that far, and yeah. And now, I do think if you're looking for tiger, well, not yet, I can't do this yet, but yeah, his tail has no articulation because it's molded. But I'd say if he's pretty good tiger mode actually. You know, for what it is. For what it is, I think that they did a pretty good job for kind of upscaling the Cheetor mold and like bulking it out. Because I like how like they made it more bulky than Cheetor's skinnier limbs, and they made him bigger. I do like that. Because I thought originally that he was just gonna be a white Cheetor. Well, that's what the original was actually, funny enough. But yeah. But this is tiger mode. Alright. Be right back. Be right Back. And we're back. Wow, look at that. Magical, right? Alright, so this is my opinion time. What do I think about Tigatron here? He's good. He's good, but is he perfect? No, he's not perfect. He's pretty. He does have kind of. He does have these kind of kibbly back things. I know they're accurate, but they aren't like this bulky, and they kind of don't hang over his shoulders. And I think his side view is kind of messy, in my opinion, because his shoulders are all the way back here, and I just think his arms are like just kind of like popping out a little weirdly. I don't really like it. And I like his head sculpt, but I just don't like, I get it, they had no choice to do it, but I think they could have done something a little bit about this back piece, but, it's fine. I like it, I'm fine with it, but, yeah. Now, what's perfect about him, and what I like about him, I like the sculpting, I like his painting. I do like how they painted him, with the subtle yellow fade into white, and the white into yellow. I do like that, because it's realistic, And I do like his head sculpt. I really like his goofy big nose that he had in the show. And his somewhat Cheetor-esque head. I think it's pretty good looking. I don't have Air Razor, but I'll find one eventually, to go with him. But for now, that was me. As usual. This is my review on Tigatron. That's all from me. Goodbye. See you later. This is me signing off. Till next time. Goodbye.